W to advance cheese. So.
Highwayman.
Highwayman.
Freedom.
It's pretty cool.
A prison riot. A fleeting chance to escape incarceration.
Highwayman. It's a chance to dodge. Lunging cuff or stone missile. Punched. It's Buff Dismas. Knee strike. Oh! Have you ever just hit someone with your knee so hard that they disintegrated? They just exploded. Whoa. I think it's a good choice that they made a rogue light instead. Not recently. Oh, I should have kneed him. Whoop. Yeah, there's a cooldown for it. Yeah. Game looked amazing, seeing it, knowing that they had to work with previously, and the growth is cool. What is this battle? This is a lore battle. It's kind of like the Shieldbreaker Nightmare in a way. I can't use this from front position. I gotta start thinking about that. Let's go on Tree Bones. We're on our second run. The first one we lost to a mini boss baby. He cut off his sleeves to use them as a scarf. Wearing that mask.
A brilliant conclusion.
A mini boss, baby. Oh, he's about to get kneed into oblivion. Pretty cool.
He would be a fugitive, a hunted man, but a free one nonetheless.
Ah, there we go. We unlock point blank shot. It knocks back and it combos. Point blank shot combos. Wow. All right, we have the second Highwayman chapter. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. I think the only thing we've done so far is buff Dismas. So here we go. Freedom was nothing like what I'd hoped for.
Chapter 2. Laying Low. Harried by a pursuing garrison, he took refuge in the fetid canals of the city. Concealment took its toll, and soon he began to see himself in the furtive, scurrying pests that formed an unfortunate portion of his meager diet. Freedom, once so fondly imagined, had become a vortex of degradation.
Yummy. It's alright, we had to eat rats in the first game. Survive the Crimson Curse. We got this. So we get +1 mastery. That's not one that we have to do some kind of little mini game event, unlike his first one. I think on average, there's been like 2 mini game events per storyline. We got Open Vein. I really like Open Vein. So same as the first game, position 1 through 3, you can hit either position 1 or 2. Deals moderate damage, has kind of like and whatever crit chance, and bleed 2 on the target. We'll have to see what the upgrade gives. I assume probably just additional bleed, damage, and crit based on some of the other skills like this, but maybe it'll have a combo thing or whatnot. Have to wait and see. All right, finally back to the Highwayman. Dismas's Shrine of Reflection, Echoes of the Past. He was, I think, the very first one we did, and he's also going to be the last one. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I miss the Houndmaster.
Chapter 3. One last job. He was sick and starving, and in desperation, offered his expertise to an unscrupulous malefactor. Shackled once more to an unsavory task by an advance of gold, he lined his belly, girded himself, and prepared for one final heist.
So probably get to play the next one. All right, we got our mastery points for the run, and then we get Highway Robbery. Back 3 positions, hits one of the first 3. The target has to have a positive token. Goes cooldown of 1 and ignores dodge and destroys positive tokens. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. It feels like we'll have to see what the upgrade is, but a lot of moves just already get rid of tokens anyway. So, like, if they only have dodge, you might as well have just hit them or try to hit them, because it still gets rid of the dodge even if you miss. But then you also have a 50-50 chance or a 25-75 chance, depending on which kind of dodge token, to actually get damage in. Same thing with block. Like, you might as well hit them with a damaging move, because at least you can leave a bleed afterwards or whatever. So, I mean, it can be good to get rid of, like, riposte or, like, crit buffs, things like that. But that feels very situational. It feels like it's not as good as many other moves. We'll have to see what the upgrade does. Maybe he literally steals them and he gets them too or something. I don't know. But it would have to be something like that for me to take it very often, and if ever, really. We'll see. All right, the next Shrine of Reflection for Dismas, the Highwayman, Echoes of the Past. Was I desperate? Yes. Was I greedy?
Chapter 4. Highway Robbery. The stagecoach arrived, and he set himself to the business of bloodshed and robbery.
2 people in a stagecoach. Sounds familiar, Dismas. So we got stagecoach, 50 health. These guys, 6 health each. Treasury guards. We got some bushes and a tree in front of us. Duelist advance, wicked slice, aimed blast, and into the bushes. Move back, and back 3 and stealth. 1 cooldown. All right. Oh, I should have hit that guy. Ended up not mattering that time, but I need to keep an eye on that. So, yeah. Reinforcements emerge. Oh, all right. Wow, we can even hit that. 6 to 9. We might as well hit this guy. It just kills him. Let's see if it actually does 2. Yeah, it does 2. Okay. I was wondering. It's good to know. So I think we probably kill 1 and like with aim blasts like this. And then we use our other action to attack this, maybe. How much health do we have? Oh, 42. We probably could just rush the coach down, honestly. Depending on how much... 3 damage. Depending on how much damage these guys do, but... Let's try that. Ooh, 6 is not good though. What does the coach do if there's someone left alive though? Uh-oh. What do these guys do if I stealth? Let's find out. They cause some stress. Alright, so if we don't kill one of these, they get a crit buff, so... Dodge that time. Into the bushes. I'm gonna get rid of our stealth though. That was kind of a mistake. Let's not making some mistakes, so we're gonna have to redo this. Dodge, please. I've made a grave error. It's alright, maybe. Maybe. I think that's the way to do it. Duels advance, kill one, aim blast, hit the hearts, and duck back into the bushes. Rinse and repeat. I think if I had just done that sequence from the start, we'd already be done. But it's alright. Now we know. Now you know also. That is what we means, me and you. Although, if I'd gone that route, we might... Oh, they can also get block tokens, huh? If I'd gone that route, we might actually be fully stressed out by now. Hopefully I only have to destroy the coach and get out. Alright.
He fulfilled his obligations with exceptional lethality. But his grim satisfaction would prove short-lived.
Doesn't it feel like we should have gotten highway robbery skill here instead of grape shot blast? Maybe. Grape shot has been changed. Look at that. So it hits position 1 and 2. So only a 2-target move. It can be used from back 3. Deals low damage still, low crit. We'll have to see what the upgrade does as always. Moves like this though, AoE moves in this game are useful to get rid of tokens if nothing else. Maybe more usable overall this game because we don't have to worry about the accuracy. That was its downside in the previous game was accuracy, but anyway, one more for Dismas. Let's go find that last bell. All right, the final Shrine of Reflection that's in the game currently. It's Dismas, the Highwayman's final echoes of the past. Regret binds fiercer than any manacles. We shall see.
Chapter 5. Shackled. The lifeless bodies of a woman and child, horribly mutilated by errant gunfire, stared spectrally through the remnants of the coach door. Arrested by the ghoulish sight, he felt the cold chains of remorse tighten around his heart. Guilt was a pursuer he could never outrun, a prison he would never escape.
All right, it's done. All right, what do we get? Double cross can be used from any of the front 2 positions hits one of the front two of the enemy. Does kind of low damage, low crit, puts a block token on self, and puts vulnerable on the target. So definitely usable. As always, we'll see what the upgrade does. But in this game, the front line actually does get hit pretty hard. I mean, there's enemies that hit the back line pretty hard too, like the Arbalist and whatnot, but the really big hits seem to hit the front. So definitely usable against like the Knight and the Woodsman. Double tap. Used from position 2 or 3, hits enemy position 2 or 3. Decent damage baseline. Deals plus 30% damage when the target HP is under 30% and ignores 10% death blow resistance. It'd be interesting to see if that can actually kill something that already has below 10. So what I mean by that is like some of the enemies, for instance, have 5 death blow resist. There's an item that you can put on them that lowers their death blow by like 30 or 33 or something, but it doesn't actually lower it any more than 5. 5 is the bottom, at least for that item. So I'm wondering if this is the same thing. If they're already low, it doesn't matter, sort of thing. Either way, though, 30% additional damage. If their HP is below 30%, that is extremely good for bosses. Like, for instance, the Harvest Child, the Harvest Baby, it's going to be at below 30% for a lot longer than a normal mob, right? So that's that might be really crazy, a really good boss killer. Also, the chains, they actually increased the chains on the final boss, their HP in a patch earlier today. So I absolutely think we'll be using double tap. Depending on what the upgrade is, of course, but even just baseline, it looks pretty decent. All right, it's done. Every Shrine of Reflection, every Echoes of the Past. That is until they release the Houndmaster next. At least I hope that's who they release next.